Hi there and welcome to the second video of the PJL series relating to asset management. Last year, remember, we did video 1. In video 1, let's revisit that for a second. We talked about the game of mining as getting as much ore from underground to the surface as possible. And we actually gave that a little meaning and we gave that context, and we actually talked about what that means in dollar terms for a fictional gold mine. That was quite an interesting little exercise. So what we want to do with asset management is provide meaningful solutions, but have that in the back of your mind as you provide that solution. So just keep that one in your subconscious. So the next question that we always get is, where do I start with my asset management? And the place to start is here. These are your assets. This can be your fixed plant, you'll be your mobile plant. We focus on mobile plant because that's what we're really interested in here. So we have our mobile assets and we roll assets on and off this mobile asset as part of our structure and how we look after that machine across its life cycle. So I have assets on and they go onto the machine, and then I have assets coming off the machine. Okay, how this happens is based entirely on the machine context, where it is in its life cycle, how it's treated, how it's operated, and it's the context of that particular mine that it's in. So as the assets roll on and off, we track them and we look at that as a holistic picture and how we can maximise that or optimise those things. So we looked at this as a bunch of men in our 30s and 40s at PJL that were really interested in this because this is our bread and butter. We looked at this long and hard, and I actually sat in a room for 10 months on my own crunching data about this. And we arrived at some really interesting places and some really cool data to allow us to speak with confidence about this subject. So what we looked at is we looked at how items fail on a machine. If you like, we probably did some failure mode analysis, some failure mode effect and criticality analysis. We looked at defect and failure through costs. So what we did is we looked at the assets and we looked at defect and failure through cost. What it actually cost us to have something fail on a machine. And it's not just about what it costs to fix it, it's what it was not doing while we're doing that. And it's not digging dirt, it's not making you money. So it's surprising when you look at that, because you begin to realise how much it costs you when something actually breaks down. It's not just about the repair. So we looked at the defects and failures, and we looked at the frequency, the severity, and the duration. When you look at frequency and severity and duration of failures, that starts to build you a picture and you begin to understand what that means for you in asset management. We looked at this holistically and we actually came up with a strategic asset management plan. This is managing your product or your asset intelligently. And so this feeds back into here, and we come at a very clever plan to look after your kit. When you look at that, what you're actually really doing is you're optimizing this asset's ability to make you money, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So that's the stuff that we're into. That's what we do. We've done months or even years of research, to be quite honest, because before I came to PJL, I was looking at this as well, and also done a lot of case studies on this sort of stuff. So what that means for you as a customer is you get to benefit from that. You get to, because quite often on a mine site, you've got cultural issues, you've got different factions, you've got different silo sorts of mentality. Very hard to get something up and rolling. Quite often you'll have to get an independent third party to come in and sort things out. That's what PJL does. This is how we do it, and it actually works very well. We do it for a number of customers, they're very happy. So we can optimize, we can customize, and we can look at your assets and provide this level of intelligence to manage them to the outcome where it makes you money, because that's what it's about. So really, that's the end of our second video. We look forward to talk to you with the next one. So we'll catch up on number 3. Thank you.